What's up, everybody? It's been a little bit since I posted on this channel. I was just taking time for myself, after Pathfinder was over. I kind of just didn't know where to go. And so, I decided to try the Baldur's Gate 3. I purchased it for early access a while ago. I'm not gonna lie, I don't usually do early access that well. In general, just for games like Cyberpunk and whatnot, you know how it goes. You know the drill. Everybody has their opinion on early access. I have mine. You have yours. Mine is basically that it doesn't really matter if you play a game before it's released, because you're gonna play it again when it's released, and unless you really have an itch to scratch, there's no need for it, right? Well, I had an itch to scratch, honestly. Before finding Pathfinder, I really wanted to play D&D on the computer. I run a game for my players in real life, but I wanted to just be a player myself and play the game. So, when the game released, a year ago or so, maybe a year and a half ago, I don't remember exactly, but it released. It was really bare bone. The cinematics were clunky, and I don't know. Stuff was just weird all over the place. And since then, they've patched it a lot. I think every single day when I turn on Steam, there is a new patch. It's pretty ridiculous, honestly, but it's good, right? It's good because it means they're actively working on solving every bug in the game, and that's what a company needs to do. Now, the one thing that's weird about this game is that I'm gonna be referencing a lot of Pathfinder, right? And Pathfinder was really awesome of a game and a very broad scope. I'm gonna say it right now, for those who come from Pathfinder, this game is not gonna be as deep. It's not gonna go as far. And for those of you who don't know what Pathfinder is, that are here new to Baldur's Gate and whatnot, please check out the rest of my channel. Check out the rest of the playlists and everything. I have a lot of things on Pathfinder, and honestly, it's quite the game. Quite the game. I'll just say that. It goes to level 20 and whatnot, so, I know a lot of people are hoping this game will go to level 20. I know it won't. I know it's gonna be max level 15, max. Probably level 14. But that's not here or there. The reason I'm playing this right now is because they added a lot of it. I was wondering what game would transition well from Pathfinder, and it's just it. Right? And also, I need something somewhat short, because in February, there's Elden Ring coming out, and you bet your ass I'm going to be playing it along with all the other content creator you're watching, so you're going to be bored of Elden Ring real fast, but I'm going to play it just for myself. So, without further ado, let's do a new game. The continuation of the game was just to make sure it worked and everything. So, I'll shut up, and I'll let you guys witness the cutscene. I don't know exactly where I'm going to put the camera, so we'll check that out afterwards. Bro. Oh. It always gets me. It always gets me. Oh, bro. No, 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 no. Who are you? So, we're gonna be a guy because I am more comfortable being a guy. We can't choose any of those, but those are the companions we're gonna have. If you have questions about if you have any questions about what just happened with the little thing they put in people's eyes, well, that's just it's all explained. It's all explained. What I wanted to say earlier on is that this game will not be as deep as Pathfinder, but it's gonna be more cinematic, more out there, more focused on the character and everything. While Pathfinder went like to levels of godhood, what you would do with a kingdom and everything. This game it's not it, Chief. It's gonna be more focused on the character, I feel, and that's a good thing too, right? Larian is really good at making games that are more cinematically, aesthetically pleasing. And that's a reason why I pre-ordered the game, because I know they're gonna be fine. I know the game is gonna be good no matter what. So, I'm okay with everything that's going on here, right? One thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to make the game... not full screen. Fake full screen. Does that work? Yeah, that works. Hey, thank you for watching my Pathfinder thing. Yeah, I can see. I was just Oh, but yeah, I can see you typing. It's just I wasn't looking at the YouTube thing. But yeah, now that I have it fake full screen, I can see everything. So, for the full game, I'm probably gonna do a wizard or a sorcerer of that sort, because level 5 spells are pretty good, or a warlock. The weird thing is, I don't know if they're gonna do it like Pathfinder, because in Pathfinder what was really great about it is that if your party had a high persuasion, the rest, like, you would have it because your party would count as yourself. I know that in Divinity Original Sins 2, which is the other Larian game, they did not do it this way at the beginning, at the very least. So, if you lacked one stat in one character, you could not get deals on the shop or everything. So, I don't know how they're gonna do it. If they do it like your persuasion check and everything has to be yourself, a Gish class like the Paladin would be better. Cleric, Paladin, something like that, will be definitely better. So, depending on what needs to be done, I will adapt. But, I know one thing I'm not gonna do is Wild Magic Sorcerer. So, while I'm here, I'm just gonna go ahead and do Wild Magic Sorcerer, because it looks really fun. So, the class is gonna be Sorcerer for sure. The race, Drows are really edgy, but we're just gonna take human. And we're gonna change our appearance.
Where to next?
What was that?
Let's hope the...
Hells. Something just woke up down here.
I like verse 3.
I wonder what's back there.
I am super white. With blue eyes. And the character creation is actually pretty good. Like, you'll notice compared to other games, it's like it's really detailed. They really own in on your own character in this game, which is gonna be pretty interesting, honestly. It's rare that a CRPG this way focuses more on your character than on the story, so I really can't wait to see what happens with that. Ooh, that's some nice hair. So hair tree is a good option for us. Ooh, the little emo boy hair. Huh. The little aristocrat hair and everything. My god, they do have a lot of selection. That's kind of insane. Okay, they have like 30 something selections. I do like hair tree. I feel like hair number 3 is pretty great in general. Facial hair, you have like a few choice, I'm assuming. Yeah, they still went pretty hard with it. That's pretty neat. But as you can see, I don't have that much beard, so we'll keep it at that for now. Our car is gonna be deep black. We're gonna change the head, I think. I think this is the more accurate one, weirdly enough. This maybe? I prefer the long nose. Oh, tattoos on the face, right? I don't know if I said Mensch, but I am from Montreal in Canada, so I'm bilingual. I mostly speak French, but I grew up around a lot of people that are English. So weirdly enough, when I speak French, I sound like more American English, and when I speak English, I sound more French, which is like the worst of both worlds for the accents. Okay, I don't think I'll have much tattoo. Do we want makeup? Little bit of emo boy makeup never hurt anybody. Alright, that's gonna be our character, I believe. So, we're gonna go wild magic just because I really want... I really want to see the random effect in a game. Most of the time when someone goes wild magic in a 5e party, like the game I run, I'm just like, whatever. But for this game, since it's not gonna hurt anybody, I'll just go it. For this run, I think in the full game when it releases, which I'm definitely gonna play, I'm probably more gonna go towards a wizard necromancer just because that's the niche I really like. But for now, we're gonna go wild magic. Oh, and no, I don't know any German words, so it's probably just me mispronouncing something, honestly, which is fine. I think it's your German, but it's yeah. I heard it's a beautiful country, but the language scares me. Like learning new languages, it's annoying. English is probably like the easiest language to learn, and then since I had to learn French when I was younger, it's like super easy for me to understand it and to write it. But apparently French is like the worst thing to learn, and I don't really want to try to learn that many other languages. So for the cantrips in 5e, the things that are usually pretty useful are going to be something like friends, just because you need to pass a lot of things. Firebolt is the best cantrip. Okay, so they did fix it. So one thing people really hated about Larian's take on this whole thing was that they tried to make 5e look like a lot of They tried to make a lot of the cantrips weird and act as if they were Divinity Original Sins 2 spells. The big problem is that in Divinity Original Sins 2, the biggest part of the combat was the ground you were standing on, and since it's the same engine they tried to make, I think, it meant that a lot of the ground effect would carry over. So Firebolt, instead of being 1d10 fire damage, would be 1d6 and would leave a fire patch on the ground that would burn people for 1d4. People really hated that, so I'm glad to see they changed it. Like I said, I played the game on release on the early access, and then I never touched it for like a year and a half. So I don't know anything, but that's a really good thing to have added. Minor illusion can be useful, but I don't know how useful it's going to be against the AI. Light can be good depending on the party. I'm assuming, I don't remember everybody, but a lot of them were humans and everything, but we'll see. I'm going to try Minor Illusion just to see how good it can be. Now, for spells, obviously Mage Armor is a must in anything. We're probably going to do most of our damage with Firebolt for the beginning, so... Sleep can be really good. 24 hit points. Or Charm Person. I think we're going to go for Sleep now. Right away. And yeah, learning German is like learning walking with the age of 99. Yeah, it's I bet it's pretty hard to learn. I mean, the biggest part about languages, learning them, is that you basically have to relearn the whole way of structuring sentences all the time, and that's not something that's easy, definitely. Okay, so, well, we can choose from Arcana, Deception, Intimidation, and Persuasion. So I'm thinking Persuasion is a really good one to have. Arcana is going to be useful, but we do have a mage in the party, so I think I'm going to keep Gale, which is the mage companion, and I think he's going to have a high Arcana, no matter what. So, I think Deception's a good one to have. And lastly, ability points. Now, I'm gonna do my own point buy. I could just try to roll them, but... And is 16 the max that we can have? Yeah, 16 is the max, right? And -1 is the least we can have? Yeah, okay. So we don't need strength, really. Strength is not what our character is going to be good at. I do like a fairly buffed up guy. But do we want that much constitution? I mean, +2 is probably gonna be where we're at, and we're gonna give ourselves like +1. Wisdom saving throws exist, so wisdom can be useful. I think wisdom's gonna be the best one here. We don't need to be smart, we don't need to be strong. This is gonna be what we are going to go for. And with that said, oh, we need to change the name. True. We're just gonna name it Swarm for the moment. Swarmy boy. And we are gonna venture forth.
Tell me, who do you dream of at night?
Oh, true. We need to do this thing, right? Okay. We're not gonna spend too much on this.
There's magic keeping this chest sealed. I can feel its aura.
We're not gonna spend too much time on this. Our color is going to be black. I do have something for black hair in general. No, I did play the game when it released, like a while ago, the early access, but I know it changed a lot. I know Laren's been patching it all the time, so I'm really hyped to see how the game looks right now. When I got the game, it was basically just like I had an itch I had to scratch about playing D&D, and this game just came out, so I was like, okay, why not? But I know they worked hard on it, and I can't wait. They released patch 6, which was basically a sorcerer and a new area you can go to. So I'm hyped to see that, honestly. But no, I've played the game before, yes. Just not too much. Just basic makeup. Yeah. And in we go. Yo, I gotta say the Nautiloid in this game, like, they went hard animating it. I remember seeing this animation the day it came out, and I was like, what the hell are they doing? This is something else. Just booping everybody. Oh yeah, for sure. Like, if you're waiting on the release, that's really understandable. When I finished my Pathfinder playthroughs, because I did Lich and Swarm.walks after, I was kind of like, what do I do now? And I wanted to wait for Elden Ring, and this game is fairly short, and I wanted to see the new content, so this is why I'm doing it right now, and I want to see like what they changed and whatnot. But I understand waiting for it. I played the game on release, like on the early access, and never touched it afterwards. So, but yeah, definitely play Pathfinder. It's if you're bored or something of your own gameplay, like your own playthrough, just like use mods or something. But it's definitely a good game to finish. The story does take a turn, for sure, for sure. My god, the Githyanki's army in this cinematic are really insane. My god, the swarm of imps.